Our top story here at 6, round 2 of hurricane recovery efforts as Florida deals with the path of destruction left behind by Milton just 2 weeks after getting hit by Helene. What the Red Cross is doing here locally to help out. Plus,
newly released body cam footage shows a tense standoff in northeast Portland that left 1 man injured and 3 officers on leave.
and city officials have finally settled on a plan to address the future of downtown's Keller Auditorium. KGW News at Sunrise starts right now. Good morning and welcome to a Friday edition of the Sunrise Show. It is the 6 o'clock hour. I'm going to make a prediction. Rod's going to make a lot of predictions here in a second during his forecast, but I'm going to make a prediction.
All right, go ahead.
We are going to give you a good hour of television starting right now.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Okay.
Where's the faith?
Not off to a good start there, Rod.
Where's the faith, Mr. Hill?
Okay, I'm all in. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. We do have a dry, no weather problem morning out there for you. PDX now down to 49 degrees. This is a day that we don't have fog, but we will continue to see some passing cloudiness. So it could be kind of cloudy at times, but overall I think kind of partly sunny or partly cloudy. And enough sun that I have us warming up. 64 degrees at noon, 74 at 5 p.m. It'll quickly be in the 60s for high school football kickoffs tonight, but should be really nice out there, Chris.
Really good looking Friday forecast. All right, Rod, let's get you over to the east side. Photojournalist Eric Patterson's been on the scene of this crash at 122nd and Powell, and witnesses just told him they believe this to be a hit and run crash. So Portland police still working on the scene here. Again, this is 122nd and Powell. No word on any injuries at this point officially, but obviously there's still some police activity there. It looks like they got that car up on a tow truck at this point. All right, keeping it on the east side. The freeway drive on the Banfield looks pretty good. Over on the west side, the Sylvan Hills still looks pretty good. And a quick check of the trip out of Clark County over the Interstate Bridge. Guys, our freeway commute's getting busier, but so far no major issues out there just yet.
Love to hear that, Chris. Thank you. This morning, we're covering the aftermath of Hurricane Milton, which made landfall in Florida overnight Wednesday. Many areas are dealing with loss, debris, and massive flooding. NBC reporting at least 16 people were killed across the state, with rescuers still searching for missing people. This is video of a U.S. Coast Guard rescuing a man left holding onto a cooler overnight in the Gulf of Mexico. This Coast Guard says that they lost contact with the man Wednesday night, but he was later taken to the hospital.
Meanwhile, the local chapter of the Red Cross is getting ready to send more help to Florida.
Thomas Schultz joins us now in the newsroom with more on this. Thomas?
Yeah, well, guys, today the Red Cross will hold a training to encourage people to volunteer. Now, already 60 people from our area have been sent to the southeast to help with Hurricane Helene and Milton recovery. And that's a big uptick from a couple weeks ago after Helene hit, when 17 volunteers were deployed from Oregon and Southwest Washington. Red Cross representatives say there are more than 1,900 volunteers from across the country already on the ground helping those hurricane victims. Still, a whole lot more is needed. The Red Cross is looking for close to 4,000 volunteers nationally. And today, a training session will be held at the Red Cross's Portland location to recruit those volunteers. And these would be lengthy stints. The nonprofit is looking for people who could spend 2 weeks away from home.
They're just looking for some ray of hope, and you get to be that person for them. And it is probably one of the most rewarding experiences that you could ever imagine.
Now, the training will be from 9 to 5 today at the Red Cross's North Portland location on North Vancouver Avenue. Fuentes says the nonprofit plans to hold more trainings at other locations in the future. China.
Thomas, thank you. And today's show will have a lot more coverage on the aftermath of Hurricane Milton today. They've got crews spread out throughout Florida covering everything from damage to recovery. That's all coming up this morning at 7 o'clock.
The annual Great ShakeOut event is happening next week to help remind people what to do during a major earthquake. The 3 steps involved in this worldwide drill are drop, cover, and hold for 60 seconds. That's what we're told to do during a real quake. This year's drill is set for next Thursday, October 17th at 10:17 a.m. To learn more about this, you can go to thegreatshakeout.org.
We're learning more about this shootout between Portland police and a robbery suspect in northeast Portland. A body cam video shows police approaching 24-year-old Jesse West near Northeast 17th and Bryant Street on September 26. Officers boxed James' car in when he tried to drive away. Police say James refused to surrender after repeated commands from officers.
You're under arrest, Jesse. Under arrest. He's in the back seat. Jesse, you're under arrest. Portland police, put your hands up, Jesse.
After police fired non-lethal rounds toward the suspect's car, a shootout between West and officers started. West was injured and sent to the hospital. He appeared in court and pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of attempted murder on Wednesday. No officers were hurt. The 3 who fired their guns are now on paid administrative leave.
In other local news this morning, a Southeast Portland man is facing a slew of charges after a bag that was labeled definitely not a bag full of drugs turned out to be absolutely filled with drugs. Portland police say they stopped this car Tuesday night after it had been reported stolen. Officers say they spotted the bag inside the car, and when they opened it up, they found meth and fentanyl along with scales, cash, and a loaded revolver. They arrested 35-year-old Reginald Reynolds, who is now facing drug and stolen vehicle charges.
A North Portland cannabis store employee has pleaded not guilty to murder charges after authorities say he shot and killed 2 alleged robbers. The shooting was a week ago at La Moda Cannabis in the St. John's neighborhood. The Oregonian reports that court records indicate the robbers let 34-year-old Jason Steiner go, and he left and returned before firing shots. KGW is working to confirm those details.
City officials have voted to renovate the Keller Auditorium in downtown Portland and build a new performing arts center at Portland State. So part 1 of the plan would build a PSU Arts Center on Southwest Lincoln by the year 2029. At that point, Keller Productions would move there while the existing Keller Auditorium is renovated. The estimated cost for both of these projects is roughly $850 million.
A big win for Portland, for our arts and culture economy, and for everyone from across the city and the region who come to downtown Portland for shows, concerts, and memory-making special events.
This is a strategy that I believe will create the best possible outcome for all Portlanders.
Next up for all of this, a marketing study to determine if Portland can actually support 2 major performing arts centers.
Later today, Solve is hosting a cleanup event called Pick It Up Vancouver. Volunteers will come together outside the Hudson Building downtown to clean up the surrounding area and to celebrate your hard work. The Hungry Sasquatch and Umquad Dairy are providing volunteers with pizza and ice cream. You can register right now on Solve's website. At last check this morning, there's only 45 spots left. You had me at Sasquatch.
Had me at pizza and ice cream.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a viewer call in and wanting an update on what's going on with the fires over in Central Oregon. I've mentioned the situation briefly this week at times, and mainly I've been looking at air quality. Here's Deschutes County this morning. You see the one orange dot, unhealthy for folks that tend to be sensitive to smoke in the air. So this is still showing up as a concern. The so-called Bachelor Complex fire has shown growth, 14,500 acres in that burn scar right now. And reading the discussion, the main emphasis continues to be stopping that fire from pushing to the east, which would move it into more populated areas. But overall, the fire forecast today, weather-wise, is good, and they're hopeful to continue suppressing that fire. Again, that's the Bachelor Complex fires, plural, over in Central Oregon. All right, right now, what's going on here in the Rose City? Well, the bricks are dry. We're all dry. We have some cloudiness up top. It's a cool morning, 49 degrees. Yesterday, Portland bottomed out at 43, which was the coolest temperature in months here in the Rose City. This morning, just holding at 40 is Battleground. You folks were in the 30s, you may recall, 24 hours ago. Hillsborough also just holding at 40. It's 58 in Troutdale because there is the east wind out in proximity to the gorge itself, but breezy to about 20 or so this morning. Otherwise, we have calm winds. Silverton's picking up a breeze too. That's why 56 is showing up at that site. 47 in Salem. Everybody's dry and everybody sees some passing cloudiness. And generally, as you look at the map from John Day to Salem to Albany, inland temperatures will be around 70 today, 60s at the coast. All dry for the weekend. Tomorrow is more of a mostly sunny day developing, mid-70s today, maybe, definitely tomorrow. Fog early in the morning on Sunday, otherwise clear and 77. And we've been giving you the big heads up on the rain coming next week. That's your update.